Some ideas this week on how to regain your body composition if you have experienced that unsightly menopausal belly fat that just comes out of nowhere. Maybe it's just not your belly, maybe it's other places in your body as well. Actually, if you have experienced the belly fat or any type of menopausal extra weight, drop a thumbs up in the comments because we can share the frustration together. It happened to me myself 3 or 4 years ago. 3 years ago probably is when it really happened. I felt like I was pregnant. No other parts of my body looked out of shape. I was like fit and strong except for this belly. I felt literally like I was like 4 or 5 months pregnant. It was very frustrating. However, there are some things you can do. I have managed to get rid of it. So if I can do it, you can do it. I am actually a nutritionist, so I do help people with this on a daily basis. I'm going to share with you things that I have done and things that I help and recommend people to do. So firstly, intermittent fasting is an awesome tool. If you haven't tried intermittent fasting, I definitely would recommend it. I do talk about it every Thursday over on Facebook. I do a Facebook Live and answer questions about it, so make sure you jump over there and tune in. Intermittent fasting is so good because it keeps your insulin low and helps stabilize blood sugars, and it helps teach your body to burn the fat for fuel. So I actually pair it up with my biohack drink, and that together helps make the whole situation so much easier. Because you may hear some people talking about intermittent fasting saying that it can cause a cortisol response in the body. Now that can be true if you're new to intermittent fasting. However, this stops that happening. So this gives the body a little bit of energy but still in a fasted state, and you don't get that cortisol response. So game changer means I can train fasted, even more of a lever for changing your body composition. So I will talk about exercise straight away because exercise is a huge lever for changing body composition. And when I talk about exercise, I'm talking about lifting heavy things. Now, if you've never lifted anything heavy before, it's never too late to start. You know, I was 40 when I found CrossFit, and I couldn't do most of the movements. If you are just patient and you're willing to learn, and you just go to find a good gym, good coaches, they will teach you through it. It's never too late to learn. I just read a study on literally people in an aged care facility that they got them starting to do weight-bearing movements, and the statistics were phenomenal. So please don't think it's too late to start. You're never too old to start lifting, but it will really make a difference in your body composition, like dramatically. And even when I'm putting together plans for clients, doing their nutrition plans and working out their daily calorie intake, when exercise is not a priority for them, it really makes a difference to the amount of food that they get to eat. So I'm just saying exercise is a massive lever for changing your body composition and also allowing you to just enjoy more food. Let's be honest. I just love eating, I suppose. So talking about food, prioritizing protein, super important. I personally did a 12-week case study on myself in this subject, like protein and menopause. I actually wrote a paper on it, so if you want access to that paper, just write protein in the comments. It made a massive difference to my body composition. It was satiating. I felt satisfied. I have actually just kept going since I started that study and never changed it. It has been a life-changing experience for me. So I personally know that we don't eat enough protein from the recommended daily allowance. The RDA is set actually the RDA is set for survival, not to thrive. So my whole purpose in menopause is to thrive. So I am not going to just be having 0.8 grams per body weight. That is to just survive, to function, and I want to thrive. So prioritizing protein, super important. Drinking enough water. I worked with a client recently who could not lose any weight, and she actually just wasn't drinking any water. She just was drinking very minimum amounts of water, and once we upped her water, she started releasing the body fat. So really important, and if you're in menopause, you should be drinking, trying to drink at least three litres a day anyway. But that is something super simple, but it can make a big difference. Cortisol, stress can stop you releasing the body fat as well. So just beware, if you are living in a high stress environment, a high stress life, you need to look at ways to be able to bring that down, because that also will inhibit your body releasing the body fat. There's journaling, meditation, yoga, there's so many different things that you can do to help manage the stress. And if you want more ideas, then just comment below and I can reach out to you. Now, when you really are on a plan to lose weight, which obviously being a nutritionist I help people with, you need to really know how many calories you need to eat each day, and you just need to be in a little bit of a deficit of that. Now, if you need help with that, obviously that's my job, so just drop nutritionist in the comments or reach out to me. Can definitely help you with that, but that really helps people get on a straight roadmap to getting their goals met when they know how much they need to eat, and then they start being able to keep themselves accountable. And then we look at the macronutrients. I personally have, in my journey with managing my menopause naturally, I actually am a low carb. So the reason for that is carbohydrates spike insulin, and insulin's the fat storage hormone. So I was getting the belly fat. What happens in menopause is we tend to store the belly fat in different areas. So for me, it was on the belly fat, that is insulin. If it's around your bum and hips area, that's progesterone. And if it's around your kind of breast area, that is get your thyroid looked at. So your body kind of gives you some notifications, as to what's going on. For me, it was insulin. So sugar's a trigger for me, alcohol and caffeine. I have to be honest, alcohol is actually not too bad. I don't drink much, but some people, alcohol is really bad. Caffeine I cannot have. And then obviously high carbs, I know they don't help me out. So I personally stay on a low carb regime, but in saying that, I time my carbohydrates around my activity. So, and that's what obviously I do as part of being a nutritionist. I look at your activity level. Carbohydrates are only in our body for energy. So if we are not active, we need to really be mindful of how many carbohydrates we're eating. And then fats and protein, very important as well. So we need good healthy fats that helps our hormones talk to each other. So we do need some good healthy fats, but we need the right amount of those as well. So there's a number of different things that you can do to get yourself on the right track to getting rid of the belly fat, or wherever the menopausal fat is, and getting your body composition back. And I know that because I've done it. So if you need any help, or you have any comments, or you want to share your journey, please comment below. Let us know. We're here to share as a community, so we can help each other along the journey. And if you need help, then I'm more than happy to help you. And also, I would just ask a favor, if you can subscribe and share this with someone else, or tag them in it. I would appreciate that so much, because that allows other people to find this and just kind of share the information, because that's what it's all about, kind of sharing our way. And like I said, I'm kind of doing this naturally. I'm managing my journey naturally for now, so sharing that with other people who also want to do the same thing is kind of what I'm trying to achieve and do. So thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Thanks for being friends in menopause, and I will see you next time.